Indofood CBP Sukses Makmur, also known as ICBP, is one of the biggest consumer food companies that's based in Indonesia. They produce instant noodles, dairy, snacks, flavoring, and beverage products. Besides food, ICBP also manufactures packaging industry to fulfill their own packaging needs. They produce carton and plastic packaging. In total, ICBP owns 50 factories and sells more than 40 food and beverages brands, including Indomie, Indomilk, and Tepung Segitiga Biru. They also have international target market in 60 countries. This industry started in 1968. At that time, they only produced instant noodles, but as time went by, their market demand increased. Indofood started producing other brands that are related to raw materials of noodles, such as flour, pasta, etc. Their industry expansion is based on the company vision, to be a leader in the food industry with quality products. To fulfill their vision and mission, Indofood implemented their supply chain management. From production, the management divided their noodle division into two groups, bagged noodle or instant noodle, and mie telur or cooked noodle. From the purchasing aspect, Indofood adapted cost efficiency and cost cutting. For the planning department, ICBP implements their strategies which are mastering the present, preempting the future that focus on organic growth, and taking competitive advantage. For the distribution process, Indofood implemented 4 types of distribution channel, from manufacturer to consumer, via seller to consumer, via wholesaler, seller to consumer, or via agent, wholesaler, seller to consumer. This graph shows the plot of ICBP manufacturing process.
One of the first processes is the flour supplier, which sends flour stock to the raw material warehouse or storage as supplies in making instant noodles, and the seasoning supplier, which sends seasoning stock to raw material storage as supplies in making instant noodles. When it reaches raw material storage, it maintains all supplies of the flour and seasonings received from the suppliers. The next phase, undergo through a noodle factory, which makes and process instant noodles using a noodle making machine or done manually with manpower. The next one is the noodle lab, which performs a level of testing on instant noodles that have been made to be ready to be packaged and marketed. The next one is the noodle packaging, which packages instant noodles that have been produced and passed the test in the lab. Next one is the distributor, which distributes noodles that have been sent by the noodle company to the sellers or traders in the market. The next one is the retailers, which receive noodle products that have been sent by distributors and then sold to the general public. And the last one is the consumer, which will buy noodle products and consume them. The next thing we want to talk about is the ERP implementation on ICBP. The ERP itself is an enterprise resource planning. It's an information system structure that is used to integrate business processes in a manufacturing or service company, which includes the operation and distribution of the resulting product. In general, ERP is built as a model-based system that handles manufacturing, logistics, distribution, inventory, invoicing, corporate accounting, and so on. For the ICBP itself, the production planning and control through forecasting and business intelligence needs, Indofood has entrusted SAP R/3 as an ERP solution, as an SAP Advanced Planner and Optimizer, as a Supply Chain Management or SGM solution, and MySAP Business Intelligence with the SAP Business Information Warehouse or SAP BW. SAP itself is a German company that makes enterprise software to manage business operations and customer relations. This can be seen by Indofood's ERP. The first one is adjusting customer interests. In order to obtain extraordinary production efficiency and maximize revenue, Indofood must be able to discern customer desires as best as possible in the future. By using SAP solutions, Indofood can analyze transaction data in detail to see changes in patterns that occur in customer interest and then respond effectively. The second one that Indofood wants to focus on is information distribution. Meanwhile, the data is provided by the SAP R/3 system, and the SAP API is very important for production planning and inventory control and middle management, and the executive team does not need raw transaction data. The third one is the downstream system integration. With this ERP system, Indofood has embarked on forward planning, aiming to expand its operations while increasing cost efficiency. And the last one is the document filing. Indofood also simplified the filing system using the IBM Content Manager, Common Store for SAP. While this software acts as a unified data management, archiving, and distribution solution, integrating SAP and non-SAP documents into a single archive to maximize system efficiency and reduce administrative costs.
The Indofood CRM strategies. As a long-standing company, Indofood has a strong foothold in the industry, especially with one of its wide-known brands, namely Indomie. Due to its prices, Indomie has been flourishing in retail's market and even prompted a business oriented around Indomie itself. With a holding of 90% of total market share, Indomie's status remained strong over the years just from Indomie alone. Having no major competitors in the market, Indofood has only been focusing on cost cutting and cost efficiency in their strategy model. These strategies resulted in low-costing products, which further increased sales, but not so much on the growth aspect. Has soon changed along with the economic growth and another big competitor in the market. Another brand, Misdub, slowly eating away Indomie's market share with its proposed value and varieties of products. The rise of Misdub indicates that consumer preferences have shifted slightly to more expensive but higher. Realizing that they could potentially lose their market leader status, Indomie has also started to branch out by introducing varieties of products with higher value and higher margin products, while also improving their outdated information system and once again fired up their marketing efforts to secure their lead in the market. To conclude, Indofood has been very successful in setting groundwork for their brand expansion. Now, with varieties of brands catering to many kinds of needs, Indofood aims to support their organic growth by continuing to innovate to better fit their products, along with their previous cost-cutting and cost-efficiency strategies. Having Indomie as one of their cash cow brands, they are able to integrate their supply chain to secure sufficient resources for production, and to improve their information system, decrease lag, and enable faster decision-making process in order to better suit catering customers' wants and needs.